welcome back to Gypsy Flower. I am once again so sorry that there has not been any videos. My life is full of drama. We currently don't have much internet. Our internet completely died a few weeks back and we've been coping with very minimal internet. It's back up and running, but it's not working. So I haven't been filming, I haven't been able to upload much. Our vlogs have been a bit higgledy-piggledy all over the place because of the internet issues. But I really wanted to film something because I felt really bad that there hadn't been any content on this channel. So I'm going to try and upload it. It'll probably take about 2 days to upload, but you guys will have a video. So I'm filming this just before going to pick Scout up from nursery. So it's only right to finally get the Scout update done. I'm saying for months that I'm going to do this video and I just haven't gotten around to it, and now Scout is 2 going on 12, I swear. Scout was 2 on the 31st of May, so he's a couple of months on from that now, and he is such an amazing little kid. Now this video is probably going to sound like me just bragging about my child, but he's pretty awesome, and this is probably going to be the last Scout update that I do, just because now he's at that age where his developmental stuff isn't as prominent and he's learning all the time, but he's kind of, you know, he's just doing general toddler stuff now. There's not really any big new things to tell you guys about. So I'm going to start off by saying that Scout is incredible. He never shuts up. This kid talks for England. I swear, everyone that we meet or see asks how old he is because they can't believe how much he's talking. What is it?
What is ice cream?
Ice cream I tasted.
And I feel like he's quite ahead in that sense. I mean, when I drop him off at nursery, there are other children, but I don't think they're quite as vocal as Scout is. He just talks and talks and talks and talks at you until you answer him or he gets a response from you. And honestly, I think that comes from us talking a lot to him. Like, we're constantly having some kind of conversation with him, teaching him things, you know, talking about his toys or what's on the television, stuff like that. So one big thing for us was that we taught Scout from an early age. We always wanted to focus on him learning during play. So a lot of his toys are educational in a sense that they're fun, but they're also going to teach him stuff as well. I do have a video coming up in a few weeks' time of Scout's favourite things at the minute, and a couple of the things are toys that he does like to play with and learn from. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. We focused a lot on things like alphabet and numbers and colours, you know, the simple things that people learn, but neither Liam and I really remember learning these things. I mean, obviously you don't really remember much from when you're this young, but I don't remember learning things such as phonics until I started nursery, primary school age. Like, he is in pre-nursery right now. He's not in nursery, if that makes sense. But Scout can now name every letter of the alphabet. He can also tell you the phonetic sound for each letter, because Liam's been really focusing on, like, E says F and F says F, like those kind of things, and he'll reel it off. If he's sitting in the car, he'll just magically come up with D says D, and he'll see a sign with a letter on it and he'll say things like that. And like, we're constantly trying to like encourage him to practice those things. He's also much better at his colours now. He was having a few issues between red and green, and a lot of that we thought may have been some kind of colour blindness, but since I think the last time I spoke about it in a video, he's gotten a lot better and he seems to understand red and green and the differences between the two now. And a lot of things have helped with us. Hello, cat. And something that's helped with that has been traffic lights. We've said red means stop, green means go. So he can just tell between the two colours. Other than that, he can name pretty much any other colour. The only things, like, he gets confused with like the complex ones like grey. He can do white and black. Grey he gets a bit confused with. Brown he gets. And then all like the primary and secondary colours he's good with too.
Brown Marshall.
Go on then. You colour in Marshall.
What do you have for lunch? I've got cheese.
Counting wise, he can count up to 20. Every so often he'll miss a number. I think his favourite to miss out right now is 13. He'll jump straight from 12 to 14. And Liam's been teaching him about the pound sign and like how to read prices in stores as well. So whenever we go shopping, he's reading prices to me and telling me how much things are, which I think for 2 years old, I mean, he's what, 27 months? He's doing amazing. A lot of this is down to Liam though. I mean, as much as I'm talking to him and teaching things myself, Liam is really focused on like teaching him stuff and making it fun as well. Scout really enjoys learning new stuff. He really enjoys like figuring things out and puzzles and stuff like that. So a lot of it is down to Liam, and I'm not going to take all the credit for that because Liam's put in so much effort with teaching Scout new things. So he's currently quite a tall boy, but he's still wearing smaller clothing. He wears 2 to 3 for the most part, but a lot of things like shorts we found during the heat wave that we had a few weeks back, we were having to buy like 12 to 18 month shorts because his waist is tiny. I mean, Scout eats a pretty good amount of food and he's very tall, but he's very lean. And whereas Liam and I are tall and, you know, we carry a bit of weight, Scout doesn't. And I think he gets that a lot from my brother and my dad's side. My dad and my brother are both very, very lean and very slim. And I think Scout may carry that gene because it doesn't matter what he eats, he just goes up and not out. If he needs the length, he's in 2 to 3. If it's something like shorts where the length doesn't really matter, he can get away with wearing like a 12 to 18 month to 24 month clothing item. But on the subject of food and him eating, this is where I kind of wanted a bit of your guys' feedback. Scout has become a very fussy eater. We did baby-led weaning with him. We also did pouches and purees and, you know, homemade food and everything else. And he generally was a very good eater up until about, I want to say, 6 months or so ago. This kid will not touch vegetables. I know this is a phase that a lot of kids go through, but I didn't quite expect it to happen so soon. And I also didn't expect it to happen because he's always loved vegetables. He's always eaten broccoli. I mean, he always has like second helpings of broccoli. Cauliflower, he doesn't mind. Carrots, he's never been too fussed on, but he'll eat them. Like, but now if it is green or it looks like a vegetable, kid won't touch it. So please, what I want from you is ideas down below how I can hide vegetables in his dinner. I know there's like cutting things up really small and like whizzing them into sauces and stuff, but I kind of want him to realise that he's eating vegetables in a sense, because he seems almost scared of them, like he just shuts down, and I don't want to hide things by like whizzing them up because then he's not going to learn to actually enjoy the vegetable. He's just going to enjoy the sauce or whatever. Is there anything that your kids love, meals, like specific vegetable based meals that you can kind of like make fun or seem appetizing? Because at the minute he's just not into it. The only thing he will try and eat a little bit of are peas and sweet corn, but again, that's still very like if and but. If he feels like it, if he fancies it that day, chances are it's a no. Fruit, on the other hand, he will eat happily. He will eat bananas, he will eat strawberries, he will eat apple, he will eat pear, grapes. Again, you have to kind of find him in the right sort of mood for them, but he will eat them. It's just vegetables, they're the problem. My kid loves pasta. Pasta and bread. He loves pasta and bread, much like his mum and dad. Other than that, I don't think there's really much to tell you guys about. I will probably pop a few clips in. You've probably seen a few clips of Scout here and there throughout this video. He's just great. He sleeps really well. The only time he doesn't sleep well is if he's poorly, but then who sleeps well when they're sick? He's in a toddler bed now. He's still napping once a day, which I'm so thankful for because I could not function if he didn't have a nap. He's in nursery twice a week in the mornings. He goes from like 9 till 2, so I've got a huge chunk twice a week of time for myself. It's great. He's just amazing, and I honestly couldn't have imagined doing so well with him. Like, I know, again, it sounds like we're tooting our own horn, but when we first brought Scout home from the hospital, we both had that horrible, oh my god, what have we done? We can't give him back. We have to raise this child. Like, what do we do? And looking back 2 years later, honestly, there's hard times and there's, you know, great times and bad times and everything else. But he's an absolute dream to be around. I mean, obviously, he's 2. He has paddies and he has tantrums. And there still are the hard days. But I'm so proud of him as to how advanced he is and how far, like how much he's learning and growing. So proud of him. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the Scout updates through the last 2 years. I will obviously do a Scout video every now and then, but then it's not going to be this kind of sit down chatty Scout update video because he's just going to keep growing. Maybe I'll do one in a year or so and not keep them. I don't know. We'll see. What kind of Scouty type videos would you guys like to see? Do you want to see like craft? Would you like to see more mummy and toddler based videos, like things we do, where we go? I've got a Scout's favourite video coming up soon, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Just let me know what you guys would like to see. Now I'm not doing Scouty updates anymore. Obviously, if you do want to see more of Scout, you can head over to Jones & Co, our vlog channel. I will pop a link somewhere on the screen. We are daily vlogging at the minute, but again, with the internet, it's kind of really difficult to get them uploaded every day. I'm trying. I'm kind of getting it down to like every 2 days at the minute. I don't know. I was doing weekly vlogs, and then I decided to go back to daily vlogging, and then the internet broke, and then everything decided to just not work. So vlogs are happening just if and when I can get them up. Hopefully our internet will be fixed towards the end of the month. So until then, hopefully I'll have another video up for you soon. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. All of that malarkey. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys. Because they made me look a little bit dirty. Whereas this gives you that little bit of colour, little bit of like tone and depth and shape. And it's perfect. And I love them.